Hi everyone. So our new topic is factorizing. Before we get started in too much into what factorizing is, we're going to do a bit of a recap on highest common factors. So I'm going to give you a quick explanation on what factorizing is, and then we're going to get start looking at factors. So factorizing is basically the opposite of expanding. So you've been given something that may look like this, say 3 brackets x, oh this is not good, plus 4. So we've been doing questions like this, and we've been expanding it out. So we do 3 times by x is 3x, so this would equal 3x, and then 3 times by 4 is positive 12, so then that would expand to be 3x plus 12. And then we went on to do harder questions like that, so we might have had ones that had double brackets, and we were using FOIL and the perfect square rule and difference of two squares. That was expanding. Now what we want to be able to do is I want to be able to give you an expression like this, and we want to put it back into the bracket forms. And the first way that we're going to do that is by using highest common factors. So let's have a little look at what factors are. So a factor is a number that divides another number, leaving no remainder. In other words, if you multiply two whole numbers, it gives a product, and the product is the number that we're looking at, and the two numbers that you multiply together are the factors. So if you can see here, we have 8, which is the number that we are investigating. That's our product. Two factors of 8 would be 2 and 4. So your factors always pair up. The only time that they don't have a pair, for example, would be 16. So 16 would have an odd amount of factors because 4 times by 4. So you're timesing the number by itself. So that would be just one factor. So factors are two numbers that you multiply together to get the number that you're looking at. So what I would like you guys to do now is to find all the factors of these 4 numbers here. So I'd like you to pause the video and in your books or on your whiteboards, write down all the factors of these 4 numbers. And then, hopefully you did that, have a look and see if you got the same factors as me. So we can see here, like I said, the only one that doesn't have an even number of factors is 16, because you've got 1 times 16, which is a pair, 2 times 8, which is a pair, and obviously 4 times by itself. So now we're going to look at how to find the highest common factor. So hopefully you all know how to find factors. If you struggle, you can use your calculator to help you. You can also use like a times tables grid. If you're not great at your times tables, use any tools you want to help you with that. So to find the highest common factor, the first thing you do is list all the factors in each number. So say I want to find the highest common factor of 8 and 12. I'm going to list all the factors of 8 and all the factors of 12. So they're written there. Then you want to identify the largest factor that they both have in common. So they both have 1 in common, but that's not the largest number. They both have 2 in common. That's not the largest, but they both have 4 in common. And that is the biggest number that they both have in common. So therefore, the highest common factor of 8 and 12 is 4. So what I would like you to do now is I would like you to use this same method, so where you list out all the factors and then find the largest number that they both have in common for these 2 questions here. So again, pause the video, and then once you've had a go, come back and I'll put the answer up. So the answer, hopefully, that you got, the highest common factor of 16 and 24 is 8, and the highest common factor of 28 and 42 is 14. So we can also get highest common factors with variables, not just numbers. So this term here, I've got A times B, and then I've got A times C. What do they both have in common? They both have the variable of A in common. So the highest common factor is A. This also works with, I'll do another example like this. So we've got 2x to the power of 2. Now remember, x to the power of 2 is x times x. So I've just shown this expanded out here. And then we've got 3x, which is 3 times x. So what they both have in common is 1x. So they both have 1x in common. So the highest common factor is x. All right, if we're looking at another one, what's the highest common factor of 6x to the power of 2 and 4xy? See if you can have a go quickly, and then pause it if you need to, and then I'll go through the answers. So if I'm just showing it expanded out, you don't have to do this step. I'm just trying to visually show you what x squared is. So x squared is x times x. So what do they both have in common? So 6 and 4 both have a common factor. So if you see here where I've listed all the factors of 6 and all the factors of 4, we can see that the highest common factor of 6 and 4 is 2. So they both have a highest common factor of 2, and they also both have a highest common factor of x. So the highest common factor of 6x squared and 4xy is 2x. We'll do one more and then I'll give you some questions to do. All right, so the highest common factor of 15xy, 30x, and 25x to the power of 2. So I know that 15, 30, and 25... Hold on. Shh. I know by looking at that they will have a common factor. If I do... Just wait, please. If I list out all the factors of 15, 25, and 30, we can see that the highest common factor is 5. And then they both have an x. All three of them have an x. So the highest common factor would be 5x. So hopefully these examples helped. Go back and watch over them if you need to. And I would like you to have a go at these questions here. These questions here. And these questions here. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye.